When I was in college, I read a passage in the Tao Te Ching that said, it's the tallest tree in the forest that's the first to get chopped. And I took that to mean that if you want to avoid conflict, if you want to avoid bringing unnecessary attention to yourself and run the risk of getting chopped down, it's better to play it small. Be humble. And there's nothing wrong with being humble. There's nothing wrong with humility, except for when it's fake. When you constantly seek to avoid conflict out of a fear of getting chopped down, of getting torn down. That fear of somebody speaking out and saying, no, I think you're wrong. What I didn't understand at the time is that I wasn't ready to take that level of criticism. I couldn't, because it was too triggering for me. You see, deep inside myself, I had this story that I wasn't good enough. And so if I were to step out and speak my mind, speak my truth, and say something that would potentially offend somebody or trigger somebody in such that they want to respond in a way saying, wait, I have a different point of view, I think differently. That was so triggering for me that I would rather just avoid the conflict altogether. And so I did. For years, I dodged, I ducked, I weaved. I avoided conflict at all costs. I told myself, there's so much conflict in the world. Why do I have to add more to it? Why do I have to bring to it a point of view if it's just going to get chopped down? Why stand up? Why speak my truth? Why add more noise to the world than there already is? And so I stayed quiet. I stayed low to the ground because I didn't want to be chopped. But you see, the tricky thing is with that, I still felt this pain inside of me, this voice that wasn't finding expression, this voice that wanted to be expressed and I couldn't express it. It was so deep down, it was unconscious. It was just the pain within myself that gnawed at me, ate at me from within. It was depression, fear, and anxiety. I remember waking up in the middle of the night around 3 a.m. And that voice that I had pushed down for so long, that I had not listened to, that I had neglected, that voice told me, I didn't come to this fucking earth to be a pool of misery. I didn't come to this earth to be a depressed, sad sack of shit. That's not why the fuck I came here. So what am I doing here? You know, all my life I wanted to have impact. I wanted to help people. I wanted to have a voice, but I never spoke up. Because I was afraid. I was afraid of the conflict. I was afraid of being told that I was wrong. And more than anything, I was afraid of having a negative impact. So I had no impact, zero impact. And that voice told me, you know what, Abe? It's time to speak the fuck up. Speak up? Who am I to speak? I don't have some incredible story. I'm not some incredible person. I didn't overcome hardship. Who am I to speak? But that voice wouldn't let me go. It fucking grabbed me and said, you have no purpose on this earth playing small. You have no purpose being here without saying something, doing something. If it pisses somebody off, if it makes somebody upset, you know you're doing the right thing. Because for everyone that you piss off, every single person that takes offense to what it is that you have to say, no matter what it is you're saying, there is somebody else that agrees with you, somebody else that is inspired by you. And I know in my heart, I'm not gonna impress everybody. I'm not gonna help everybody. I'm not gonna save everybody, nor do I want to. But there are some people who have come to this earth to find their own voice, to find their own level of expression. And if we're here on this planet Earth and we're just fucking suffering, anxious, depressed, then what's the point of being here in the first place? I say stand up. I say be that fucking tree. Have that impact. Say what it is that you gotta say. And yeah, you're gonna piss people off. Yes, people are gonna take offense to what you have to say, no matter what it is that you have to say. But say it anyway. Because if it's from your heart, if it's something that you really truly believe in, here to serve others and to create and to add value to the life of others, it is your duty to say what it is that you have to say.